These are the top 10 Xbox backwards compatible games from early 2017. These are the best new releases for the backwards compatibility program, where you can play Xbox 360 games on Xbox One, which is a blast, and they've released about 350 titles and over, with new games releasing almost every week. It's incredible. It's great. And I hope this list contains a genre full category, so you get a little bit of everything and some great suggestions. Number 10 is Borderlands 2, one of my favorite games. I put it so much lower on the list because it's already available as a remastered version on Xbox One, so I don't quite get the whole point of having it as backwards compatible, but the option is there if you'd like it. It is a cooperative online shooter type RPG. It's wild, it's crazy. It takes place on Pandora against Handsome Jack, which is one of the best recent villains in gaming for many, many years, and they should be working on a third one soon. Number 9 is Dragon Age Origins, which is a large RPG from the BioWare group under EA, stuff like that. It's expansive, it's a long story, it's got huge kind of acclaim to it. It's well known. If you've played the Dragon Age games, you'll probably like it. If you like RPG titles, you'll enjoy it. Regular players, I'm not too sure if you'll want to jump into that, but it is there, and the option is great. It's also available with EA Access at this current time. Alice Madness Returns, which is an often overlooked game, actually a really great one. The story features a twisted version of Wonderland with a dark kind of real-life story going on at the same time, which creates a very interesting tale. It's darker, it's kind of gory, it's a little bit more intense of a Wonderland than you're used to. The platforming is good in it, and definitely an overlooked game. Number 7, Ghostbusters. This is from Atari. This game, another really overlooked one. I guess some people played back in the day. It's fantastic. It's what the third Ghostbusters was going to be. That's what they call it, is the third Ghostbusters movie. In the game, you play as a rookie joining the original cast. They're all voiced and everything. It's fantastic. And you go through iconic scenes, you go through new ones. It's an expansive new story. You get to do all the ghost busting. Stay Puft's in it. The online multiplayer is fun because you do like a cooperative kind of ghost busting. It's great. Number 6 is Battlefield 3. So this just blew everyone away with the graphics back in the day. It also had a bit of a story. I can't really recall it being that great. I didn't care for it at all. The multiplayer was intense. There was tons of maps, classics, new ones. It was open. It was like the first huge multiplayer on Xbox at the time, and coming over from PC and stuff, it's just kind of crazy. You could see that kind of game quality being available on the console. Now it kind of looks a little bit plasticky, and it's not quite as good as the modern ones. But Battlefield 3 is something that many players enjoyed, especially shooter fans. Far Cry 3 was like the big breakout for the Far Cry series. It was known before, but Far Cry 3 really expanded it. Do you know the definition of insanity? Anyways, yeah, that's the big part of it, is the villain was good, the characters were good, the story was well done, and it was still like an open world with tons of things to do. You go collect from animals to kind of get better stuff, and you just, it's Far Cry, and it's open, crazy world. I guess, kind of Mediterranean style too, because it's all tropical and everything. I don't know, it's great. Number 4, Assassin's Creed Rogue, often considered maybe one of the best, if not the best of the series, was a late release on the consoles. That's right, on 360 and PlayStation. It came out basically kind of that mid-break year where everybody was moving over to the next generation, and this one was a bridge one, and it actually combines multiple stories within the Assassin's Creed franchise. It's a bit like Black Flag. It takes the same style and kind of builds on that with new characters and exciting kind of designs. It's supposed to be absolutely incredible in terms of story and gameplay. And my friend that's a huge Assassin's Creed fan absolutely adores the game. Number 3, Grand Theft Auto 4. I mean, it's Grand Theft Auto. You like Grand Theft Auto or you don't like Grand Theft Auto. It's in New York. It's an open world. You just shoot people. You do whatever you want. I don't need to explain it. I mean, the story was great. There's multiple DLC stories that you can now experience. It's just play with others online. Grand Theft Auto 4. Number 2, Battlefield Bad Company 2. I highly love this game. I thought it refined the original really well. It brought a funny, different kind of story to it that shooters are not traditionally capable of, with the laughs and the jokes and still that serious attitude. Tons of DLC, tons of free DLC. It had the Vietnam expansion, which was incredible. They completely overhauled the whole experience. And if you don't have Vietnam, I definitely suggest grabbing that, or even grabbing the core game just to play that expansion because it's so authentic. And even then, the story was good. The online multiplayer is fantastic. There's some cooperative modes. There's whatever you need in a Battlefield game is in Bad Company 2. Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I mean, personally, I don't absolutely love this one. It's good, but it is the most requested game on the program. And now it's here. It's got the multiplayer with the intense story bringing Mason and Woods during the Cold War. Everybody loves it. Good. Yeah. And then there's the multiplayer. It was actually kind of even. The maps were great. Really well designed. Some neat looks to them. And then there's the zombies, which was also, huge, larger. I didn't personally like the zombies in this one because I felt it was maybe too story focused or something, or too spread out. But lots of people do. They love it. There are some good maps there no matter what. Big zombies, big multiplayer, big campaign. These are the top 10, early 2017 backwards compatible games that you should check out.